curls up from the ashtray glow. Your voice returns from long ago. A whisper hiding in the haze repeats our sweetest reckless days. A whisper in the smoke, words we never spoke, hangs in my throat. Whisper in the smoke. Back room dim, where the strings run thin. Every note confesses sin. I play the truth too soft to say, and watch it fade away. If I could breathe you back again, I'd break this habit, burn this pen. But love writes letters none can read, on air that I still need. The air that I still need. Whiskey on my table, shadows on the wall. This quiet room is listening for your footsteps in the hall. The amber light is swimming in this glass I'm holding tight. It's the only warmth I'm feeling on this long and lonely night. The street lamp paints a window on the floorboards, pale and thin, but it can't illuminate the darkness I am in. Got whiskey on my table and the blues inside my head, lying in the silence, wishing I was dead. Each sip is like a memory, burning all the way down in this quiet, forgotten corner of a sleepy little town. Yeah, the bottle's getting empty, but the hurt is staying full. This whiskey and these shadows got a hold on my soul. I see you in the patterns that the condensation makes, a smiling, blurry vision for my foolish heart's own sake. I raise my glass to nothing, a toast to what is gone, and I'll keep on sitting here drinking straight on till the dawn. The night feels heavy on me, a blanket made of stone, and this whiskey's the only company I've known. Got a whiskey on my table and the blues inside my head, lying in the silence, wishing I was dead. Each sip is like a memory, burning all the way down in this quiet, forgotten corner of a sleepy little town. Yeah, the bottle's getting empty, but the hurt is staying full. This whiskey and these shadows got a hold on my soul. That midnight train, a rumble and a whine. It sang a lonely rhythm, down that old state line. His whistle was a promise of somewhere else to be, but tonight the tracks are sleeping, just as silent as can be. I'm sitting on the back porch, straining just to hear, but the only sound is silence, confirming all my fears. The train gone silent, the whistle doesn't blow. Did it take you with it, baby? I guess I'll never know. Yeah, the train gone silent, and the night is dark and deep. Left a quiet kind of heartache, that a soul like mine can't keep. Maybe it broke down somewhere, or maybe it changed its track, or maybe it just knows there ain't no use in coming back. This town is full of ghosts now, This house is full of dread, and every hope I ever had is lying cold and dead. That train was my companion, a mournful moving friend. Now even its sad song has come to an end. The train gone silent, the whistle doesn't blow. Did it take you with it, baby? I guess I'll never know. Yeah, the train gone silent, and the night is dark and deep. Left a quiet kind of heartache that a soul like mine can't keep. My window looks out on the street where nothing much takes place. Just a lonely river of asphalt and empty tire space. But every night it's faithful, through the fog or through the frost. That old street lamp comes buzzing on for the weary and the lost. It pours a light like honey or a cheap and watery wine, and draws a lonely rectangle of yellow, weak design. And I live my life inside that street lamp glow. It's the only sun, the only moon my lonely four walls know. It shows the dust upon the floor, the sadness in the air, a constant humming witness to my solitary prayer. It doesn't judge, it doesn't care, it just continues to shine. That lonely distant street lamp glow, the only light that's mine. I watch the moths go crazy, beating wings against the glass. They're searching for a warmth and light they know will never last. I know just how they're feeling, 'cause I do the very same. I circle round your memory like a moth around a flame. And that street lamp, it just watches with its hazy golden eye. as another night goes walking by. And I live my life inside that street lamp glow. Is the only sun, the only moon my lonely four walls know. It shows the dust upon the floor, the sadness in the air, a constant humming witness to my solitary prayer. It doesn't judge, it doesn't care, it just continues to shine. That lonely distant street lamp glow, the only light that's mine. I hear the sound where your heels once fell, steps in the dark I know too well. Moonlight spills through broken blinds, but it can't warm these lonely times. Shadows on the steps, moving slow and thin, like the ghost of love I can't let in. Every step reminds me how it ends. Just me and shadows on the steps again. The stairway creaks, a mournful tune, another memory fades too soon. If silence spoke, it would say your name over and over, just the same. Footfall calls your ghost in the place I miss you most. I close my eyes but can't forget you walk these stairs in silhouette. Shadows on the steps, moon dead ago. Shadows on the steps, move it ago. Yeah. The sky tonight is broken, spilling silver on the glass. Each drop of liquid goes to moments were built to pass. They gathered into rivers, tracing paths I can't predict. Like every frantic memory, my tired soul is picked. They're tapping out a rhythm, a code I understand, a requiem for promises held tightly in my hand. They race each other downward like hurried panic tears, a finish line of sorrow that's been building up for years. Some are slow and heavy, clinging on with all their might, reflecting the distorted glow of a distant street lamp's light. Each one holds a universe of everything I feel, a storm of glass and water that's too beautiful to be real. And the rain on my window is a mirror and a wall. I see my own reflection standing through it all. The storm outside is howling, but the quiet one's in here. My face is superimposed on a world dissolved by fear. This pane of glass between us, it keeps my world apart from a sky that's crying with me. For this broken, bleeding heart. Becomes a watercolor, colors bleed and run. There's no horizon anymore, no moon and no sun. Just a curtain made of water and a sound so soft and deep, where the secrets of the lonely are the only ones that keep. And for a moment I'm not lonely, I'm a part of this whole side. A quiet conversation between the heavens and I. And the rain on my window is a mirror and a wall. I see my own reflection standing through it all. Storm outside is howling, but the quiet one's in here. And my face is superimposed on a world dissolved by fear. This pane of glass between us, it keeps my world apart from a sky that's crying with me. For this broken, bleeding heart.
sun is getting weary, bleeding orange on the wall, putting on its final show before the darkness takes it all. I'm sitting by the window, my guitar across my knees, counting every shadow that is painted by the trees. Another day is over, another one is lost, paid for with a currency of memory and cost. And the last light is slipping through the pane, whispering a goodbye just like the coming rain. Yeah, the last light is slipping, soft and sad and slow, leaving me with nothing and nowhere left to go. The colors start to deepen from a gold to purple gray. The final stubborn sunbeam doesn't want to go away. It reminds me of you leaving, how you lingered at the door, how you looked back one last time, then you weren't there anymore. And just like that it's over, the day has lost its fight, and I'm surrendered fully to the mercy of the night. And the last light is slipping through the pain, whispering a goodbye just like the coming rain. Yeah, the last light is slipping, soft and sad and slow, leaving me with nothing and nowhere left to go. Through my old cold pocket, looking for a buck or two, and my fingers closed around a forgotten piece of you. It wasn't much, just cardboard, folded, bent and thin, from the Blue Moon Bar and Grill, where we let our story begin. Strikers worn and useless, the matches are all gone, but the memory of that first night is still burning strong. takes me back in time till you laugh across the table, sweeter than cheap wine. Yeah, a faded matchbook with your number on the back. A souvenir from a love that somehow jumped right off the track. And it don't hold no fire now, but Lord, I can't throw it away. I remember you were talking, and I couldn't help but stare at the way the low light caught the golden colors in your hair. I was nervous, so I grabbed it, this little paper prize. And you took my pen and smiled with that sparkle in your eyes. Call me sometime, you said softly. Didn't know what it would start, how a faded matchbook could strike a fire in my heart. It's just a faded matchbook, but it takes me back in time till you laugh across the table, sweeter than cheap wine. Yeah, a faded matchbook with your number on the back. A souvenir from a love that somehow jumped right off the track. And it don't hold no fire now, but Lord, I can't throw it away. The neon sign is buzzing, casting red on the rain-slick street. Inside this bar in Boston, my own heart is the only beat. Tables all empty, chairs are stacked up high, just me and my reflection in the bartender's tired eye. He's wiping down the counter, lost in thoughts of his own, while I play for the ghosts of lovers here on this bar stool throne. This is empty Boston, where the memories pour like gin, trying to forget you're leaving, but where do I begin? Yeah, empty Boston. The night is cold and vast, strumming these chords slowly, trying to outrun the past. The air is thick with silence and the smell of yesterday's smoke. My voice is just a whisper on the edge of being broke. Remember you were laughing right there in that corner booth
Now it's just a shadow, chasing a forgotten truth. My fingers find the fretboard, it's the only friend I know. Playing sad and low in Boston, with nowhere else to go. This is empty Boston, where the memories pour like gin. Trying to forget you're leaving, but where do I begin? Yeah, empty Boston, and the night is cold and vast. Strumming these chords slowly, trying to outrun the past. Rain on the window kept time for me, dripping like tears you'd never see. Each drop tapping your old refrain, what I lost in last night's rain. Last night's rain, still on my mind, tracing rivers I can't rewind. Glass half empty, time crawls slow since you let me go. Streetlight lines on a deep blue road, paint my shadow with your load. If storms could wash a heart bone clean, I'd wade into that silver sheen. Last night's rain, and I've known the thunder fades, but not your name. It rattles in my ribs the same. I close the blinds, but not the pain of last night's rain. top drawer of the dresser, underneath a stack of shirts, lies a folded piece of paper that knows just how much it hurts. Your handwriting's a little shaky, the ink is slightly blurred from a teardrop that fell on your final written word. I know I shouldn't read it, I know the words by heart, the ones that tore my world apart. It's just a letter in a drawer, but it feels more like a ghost. That I will always love you, that hurts the very most. A paper-thin reminder of a promise and a lie, folded up so neatly where I let my feelings die. I close the drawer so softly, but I can't close out the pain. The letter's words fall down on me like a cold and steady rain. The paper's worn and fragile now, along the heavy seams, from all the nights I've opened it to poison all my dreams. I trace a name there at the bottom, a final soft caress, and wonder how such gentle words can make such a heavy mess. I should burn it, I should rip it, I should set the memory free, but that letter in the drawer is all I have left of you and me. It's just a letter in a drawer, but it feels more like a ghost. That I will always love you, that hurts the very most. A paper-thin reminder of a promise and a lie, folded up so neatly where I let my feelings die. I close the drawer so softly, but I can't close out the pain. The letter's words fall down on me like a cold and steady rain.
The wind is getting colder, I should lock this house up tight. Bolt the windows, kill the porch light, and surrender to the night. Common sense is screaming at me, boy, you gotta let her go. But common sense ain't something that a fool's heart wants to know. So the chain is on the back door, and the windows have their lock. But I'm still watching that front door, and I'm still watching the clock. And I leave one door open, just a crack is all it is, for a whispered I was wrong, or a stolen midnight kiss. Yeah, I leave one door open, against the wind and rain, a foolish silent invitation for the heartache and the pain. I know you're never coming back, I'm not that blind to see, but that one open door is all that's keeping hold of me. The cold air snakes across the floor and chills me to the bone. It's a price I'm willing to pay for not feeling quite so alone. It's a sliver of a welcome, it's a maybe and a what if, a stubborn act of faith off the edge of a lonely cliff. My friends all say I'm crazy, say I'm living in the past, but a hope like this, however small, is something built to last. And I leave one door open, just a crack is all it is, for a whispered I was wrong, or a stolen midnight kiss. Yeah, I leave one door open against the wind and rain, a foolish silent invitation for the heartache and the pain. I know you're never coming back, I'm not that blind to see, but that one open door is all that's keeping hold of me.
Don't know if it's Monday morning or if it's Tuesday night, 'cause in this room I'm living in, there ain't no natural light. Got the heavy velvet curtains pulled shut against the day. Don't wanna see the world move on since you went away. The air in here is thick and old, smells like cheap regret, and I'm playing the same three chords, trying hard to just forget. Got the curtains drawn, blocking out the sun. My world is just this one dark room till my time is done. Yeah, the curtains drawn, a fortress made of thread, keeping out the living while I'm sitting with the dead memories of you. A shadow and a stain, hiding from a world that doesn't seem to feel my pain. The light from underneath the door is a line of pale disgrace, reminding me there's life out there in some other time and place. But my time is standing still here in this self-made dusty tomb, nursing on a heartache in the manufactured gloom. The TV's on with no sound, just the flicker and the glow.
the only kind of company this broken heart can know. Got the curtains drawn, blocking out the sun. My world is just this one dark room till my time is done. Yeah, the curtains drawn, a fortress made of thread, keeping out the living while I'm sitting with the dead. Memories of you, a shadow and a stain, hiding from a world that doesn't seem to feel my pain. Blocking out the sun. My world is just this one dark room till my time is done. Yeah, the curtain's drawn, a fortress made of thread, keeping out the living while I'm sitting with the dead. Memories of you, memories of you. The needle drops with a gentle sigh, a crackle and a pop for a love gone by. This old record, we played it thin, the night our forever was about to begin. Now your ghost is dancing in the dim lit haze, lost between the grooves of our younger days. There's dust on the vinyl, hiding the sound of the sweetest love that I ever found. It spins all alone, a faded black spiral. Our story is buried in the dust on the vinyl. The singer's voice is a mournful cry. He's asking the same questions, Lord, so am I. Each little scratch is like a scar on my soul, a piece of the story that time has stole. I try to wipe it clean, but it ain't no use. The dust is part of the song now, just like these blues. There's dust on the vinyl, hiding the sound of the sweetest dust on the vinyl. There's a broken clock upon the mantelpiece, covered in a layer of dust. Its hands are frozen solid, a monument to rust. They're pointing to the hour you walked right out the door, said you didn't love me anymore. The world keeps on turning, the sun still seems to set, but in this room there's always a moment that we met. Our bitter end, and time just fell apart. Got the broken clock blues, the hands will never move again. Stuck right here at midnight, at the start of all this pain. Tick-tock when my whole world, now there's only silent grace. Time don't heal no wounds when it's frozen in one place. I tried to wind it up once with a sad and shaking hand, but some things are just broken, you gotta understand. Just like my tired spirit, just like my weary heart, it was perfect at the beginning, now it's just a bunch of parts. So I let it be a warning, a silent, steady friend that tells me every second how good things must end. Got the broken clock blues, the hands will never move again. At the start of all this pain, tick-tock when my whole world, now there's only silent grace. Time don't heal no wounds when it's frozen in one place. lamp flickers low in this empty space. Throwing shadow that wear your face. The room grows colder with every night. I play these blues on a broken line, broken lamp blues. Got nothing to lose. Light keeps shaking, heart keeps breaking. Broken lamp blue. Floorboards grown where you used to dance. Silence answers my second chance. Strangely splinters on my skin. I bleed out sorrow once again. If one bright spark could guide you home, I'd trade this room, this bar, this tone. But all I own is a dying hue and a song that burns for you.
Curtains drawn so tight, smoke hanging in the light. I've been strumming 3 chords since you left. Nothing left, just regret. Curtains drawn, I'm here alone, playing pain I've always known. Curtains drawn, this blues my own, under a backroom tone. Your perfume still haunts the air, mixed with whiskey and despair. Each night repeats the same refrain. Every note still calls your name. The curtain drawn, they'd cry for me, echoing what used to be. Curtains drawn, the light has gone, but the song plays on.